Hey.
Joanna!
Yeah?
What
What?
you doing there, guy? Alright, I'll be back.
Cop spike stripped me.
Later.
I'm sorry, what?
There was a
Oh,
spike
yeah?
strip on the road, and I
Dude,
accidentally
neither
went
repair
over
kit.
it.
Motherfucker, what's
Oh
up?
my god.
They just had it on the road.
Yeah? I'll break your fucking window. I'll break your
Is
window.
your engine in the back?
Yeah. It's weird.
Did they even, like, were the cops there? Did they just leave
Yeah,
fucking
no,
spike
they
strips?
gave me a repair kit. I tried to fix it, but I'm not exactly a mechanic.
Okay. I can't believe they spiked you!
Yeah, I know. They just...
Therapist Joanna Golden is a fucking criminal
Yeah.
scum in a chase. Alright, I'll be back. Oh,
Oh, you kicked
guess
me
I wanna-
out.
I guess I want to drive your car. I mean, I do like the art in.
Yeah, you're
Don't
lucky.
get me
Yeah.
wrong.
See this fucking 18-foot frame? 22-inch biceps? Dude. I could fucking...
Alright, where are we
end the
going?
world right now.
Your choice?
How are you? Hey,
What's
Cod.
bugging you? What's on your mind?
Just this client I have that I've gotten way too close to the whole thing. Way too close to him. That's made me really worried about fucking it up. Like I've gotten so attached so quickly. He started calling me mom, and honestly, I feel that way towards him. And and I just realized last night when we were trying to figure out, like, treatment for him moving forward that I'm terrified of doing something wrong.
Have you talked to Pixie?
Pixie will try and remove me from the case. I can't do that. Because the only other therapist is Pixie, and I do not want her working on this case.
So that's the challenge here.
Yeah. She would not have the right demeanor for dealing with this. Plus, there's been a bunch of infighting and psych right now, and...
Infighting.
Yeah. We were gonna hire Ben, but then Pixie really pissed him off, and Ben quit. And I'm mad at Pixie, Ben's mad at Pixie, Pixie is not understanding what's wrong. Well, I'm annoyed at Pixie about a whole other thing, where basically she told me I was being too compassionate and kind to people.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And also, I found out apparently she's been threatening Chatterbox with going to Parsons to keep him in line, and that really annoys me because that treats it like a punishment, and that made Chatterbox threaten to kill me because of her actions. And it sucks to hear that she's stigmatizing it.
Parsons is not supposed to be a punishment.
Yeah, exactly.
It's supposed to be a rehabilitation.
Yeah. But she was, I don't know, apparently using it to threaten him.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So it's been... Who knows? Yeah, it's got me all kinds of ways.
Here's the thing, right? Not every therapist needs to be like Pixie.
Yeah. But I feel like she thinks every therapist should be like her.
Like, there's a reason I didn't choose Pixie as my therapist. One, she's close to a lot of people that I know and that I'd be talking about. Two, I just didn't think our personalities would mesh.
Yeah. And that's the problem I have with my client, is that I don't think she would be a good therapist for him, and there's no other options. And I don't know if he would trust anyone else, because he seems to really take my word at high value.
Yeah, but you're also running into the issue, an ethical issue, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to let this go. I want to be able to figure this out and do it correctly and not hurt him.
Which is commendable.
Yeah.
But then you need to compartmentalize and set the boundary.
Yeah.
Because like ethically you can't have that go both ways. It's
Yeah.
either you stop seeing him as his therapist and go through and be like, we're family now, which again would cast some ethical concerns.
Oh.
Or you set the boundary of he should not be calling you mom because you are his therapist.
No. I don't
You're
want
not there as
either
his
option.
friend, you're not there as his family, you are there as his therapist.
It really hurts because I don't want either option. But I know you're right. Everyone's told me that.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It does. I'm getting a random call. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take this job. Hello? Hi. What's up, Sage? Why do you ask?
I can't let Percy. I can't stop seeing Percy as his therapist. I might have to tell him I have to stop being
Gotcha.
the mom figure to him, but that won't get rid of the
You're
feelings and the
EMS, right? Oh, that's Sage right.
and the
You're Sage
worry.
Rider. Okay, you're a musician. Okay. I don't know people's last names. I apologize. I'm like, okay. All right.
No! No! What the fuck? What? God damn it, 5M. I hate everything about this. Apparently computer breaking. No, I think that was a 5M thing. Yeah, server's been having issues recently. At least for me, I'm not. I wonder if other people are. Big crash earlier before you went live. Ah. There's trouble. Well, it's an ethical thing. But I can't see Joanna stopping this. Because if she tells Percy now, stop seeing me as your mom, one, that's not going to stop anything, and two, that's going to make Percy think he did something wrong. And we already fucked up last night into making him think he did something wrong. Ethics do go out the window in Los Santos. Pixie sleeps with her clients. Can't I see my clients' family? Oh, oh Lord. Car went far. Ugh. Headaches galore.
I need people to this person who called me as some has some audacity, not audacity.
Oh?
Like something, because they called me asking if I knew what the street politics were and like how like our relationship with ADMC is, and then I was like very like non-committal in my answers. I'm like, why do you ask? And they launched into this whole story about how their friend Chastity, I guess, was a performer at this thing in Legion Square and got taken for a cash exchange by ADMC, and all their friends got pissed off and started twatting out like fuck ADMC, and now they're surprised Pikachu that ADMC is pissed off at them. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Do you think you could drive?
yeah, I can drive.
My head has been weird.
I'm just like, you guys fucked around and found out what I didn't like directly say that, but like,
Yeah.
like what huh? I need people to get smart.
People are never gonna be smart in this city. It'll never happen. I mean, I'm not being smart right now.
Yeah, but yours is a different kind of brand of like not being smart. Alright. I kind of want to pull off somewhere and talk.
Yeah.
Choose a location. Any location.
I don't. I'm bad with locations, V.
Look at the GPS and choose a spot and mark it. I need to stop somewhere for gas. Where are we going?
I don't know. I just chose somewhere close by. People still call it Uwu Cafe.
Sorry.
What the heck?
That was my fault.
This car is hard to drive, apparently.
It's not that it's hard to drive. It's just tight turn.
Yeah. It was a manual and I got converted, so maybe that's a factor.
No.
We're both doing the sad walk.
I'll go up on the rock.
Yeah. I crashed an ambulance here once. Was it here?
This one?
Yes, it was right over there. Sure.
Because we can go up on the bigger rock, too.
Oh, yeah, let's go on the bigger rock.
This is where I broke up with
Maybe.
Tanner.
Oh, nice. I haven't seen Tanner in a bit. Has he still lost his memory?
No, he's got his memory back, but he doesn't like flirting with people.
Oh. Probably good.
Definitely good.
Yeah, I think I fucked up last night. The whole thing. But I don't know any other way to handle it. The city isn't exactly the most ethical place.
Yeah, but the second someone decides to enforce the ethics, then you're fucked.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he's announced it to everyone.
No.
Gotta keep it on the down low. But do you have kids, V?
I have Luna.
Oh. I forgot you adopted her. Adoption in the city is weird. I always consider it more of just an advanced friendship thing, you know?
Hmm.
Just a way to explain, like, oh, you're more important than just a friend, but, you know.
Well, I think it comes down to what your dynamic with the person is. Like, my dynamic with Luna is more of being a nurturing figure,
Yeah.
very mother-like. But, like, my dynamic with Kiki and Ash and Reina and Sem is more like a sister.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
No, that makes sense. I just never really got into the whole adoption thing, other than Osvaldo calling me niece. My uncle. But I get so in my head about making sure everything goes completely right, but you know, sometimes I just don't know the answers.
I don't think anyone expects you to have all the answers.
Yeah, but when you're putting people's mental health and lives on the line, it's stressful.
It's kind of a you work together to find the answers kind of deal, no?
Yeah, I was talking it over with Dr. Duke. Sorry I'm being vague, I can't really talk about it.
No, I get it. Like, patient, therapist, confidentiality shit.
Yeah.
Duke's a good one.
Yeah, he is. We were trying to talk it over last night, but the whole thing is complicated.
Is it something that also involves like medical stuff?
Yeah.
Or... Gotcha.
So it's, you know, which path do we go down? You know, what consequences will it have? Because anything we do is going to have consequences. It might hurt, it might help. It's hard to say, especially when you don't have like a concrete diagnosis.
It's always like the, what is it, law of unintended consequences?
Yeah.
Nothing you do is ever going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, take my case for instance. I know, like, I'm fairly certain one of my meds is not working as intended. I
Oh.
just haven't had a chance to really sit down with my therapist and talk about it. But it very well might be. All I know is at some point after being put on my meds, I hit one of the worst depressive lows that I've had in a long time.
That suck.
Yeah. And I've been pushing everyone away.
Hmm.
But again, that's because nothing's perfect, right? If everything was perfect, no one would need therapy ever again.
Yeah. I forgot that they're kind of the bipolar besties, right? I think that was V's diagnosis, but I'm not. Fuck, I can't remember now. You know, sometimes I forget that you also got a ton of shit going on. I still see it as like,
Yeah.
you know, the V that's got everything together.
Yeah, because that's what I try to present to everybody. It's the
Yeah.
Veronica that has everything together, and the reality is, I've been falling apart for a while,
Wasn't that a mood?
and it unfortunately hit a point where it was starting to negatively impact my relationship,
Oh.
and honestly, probably negatively impacting my relationship with the club
Mm.
in the sense that they all can tell that something's been wrong. I know, and I've had conversations with people that have said as much. But you know me, I tend to bottle that shit up. Isolate myself until I feel better. It's been a lot lately. I got a
Yeah.
creepy phone call the other day.
Oh?
Um, some guy called me telling me, you think you're safe on the beaches. Stay off them or be dragged down into the depths or some
We're
shit
on a
like that.
beach, V. V, we're on a beach.
I highly doubt whoever it is followed us to Sustancia.
Never know.
Like, I don't know. Maybe it was someone just being creepy. Maybe there's a serial killer. Maybe it's something else. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna take it seriously until I get another call.
Hmm.
And I mean, I shouldn't say I'm not gonna take it seriously. I'm taking it like with caution, but like I'm not gonna take it as like a serious threat until another phone call comes through.
Oh, hi, Riley. Yeah.
Establish a pattern, you know.
Yeah, it could just be a one-off prank call.
Like the second call is when you start looking over your shoulder. The
The
first
funny
call
thing
is
is,
where you
and spoilers
start
here, spoilers,
having the
but
alarm
I'm
bells
pretty
and
sure Mel thinks that the
you're on
phone call
edge.
was Casey, but it
But the
wasn't.
second one is over your shoulder, and the subsequent ones are increased paranoia.
Hmm.
And or mouthing off to the person that's threatening you. Take your pick.
Jesus.
It ain't my first rodeo, Joanna.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it in the past. Well, I've crashed and burned. And I've learned my lesson.
I once met Brett Maxwell in the middle of the swamps without telling anybody.
What the fuck?
And promptly got a phone call from another serial killer to the point that I'm pretty sure Brett was going to attack me that night, but didn't because, and I quote, seems like you've got a lot going on right now. I always
God.
forget to tell Mason about that one.
God.
But I kind of think it's rather better that I don't tell him about the times I was meeting up with serial killers face to face.
Yeah, Brett's a interesting case. I always felt protective of him.
I always worried any time that you were meeting up with him.
Yeah. Maybe it was dumb of me, but he never hurt me.
Yeah, but he did hurt Happy. Granted,
Happy hurt him.
hurt him.
You fuck around, you find out, I guess. Oh, fuck.
I still can't believe Happy never got caught for that.
Yeah. That reminds me, I needed to ask you about fucking Charlotte.
Hmm?
She told me about what happened. And I need to know. I need to know why I wasn't informed.
Wasn't exactly something I was advertising.
Yeah, both of you guys are my friends. I feel like I should know before I call Charlotte up and be like, oh, we should all meet up and hang out together, like, old times. And then hear, oh. Yeah, that's pretty awkward.
It's not really something I like. I understand where you're coming from. But I also wasn't about to be like, hey, Joanna, guess what? I slit Charlotte's throat and we're not friends anymore.
Yeah. Why'd you do it, V?
She hurt my family.
Okay, then you cut her out. You don't slit a throat.
My intention wasn't to slit her throat, it was to stab her. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, that makes it better then.
It doesn't make it better. People always say that when I say that, and I'm just like, no, it's not that it makes it better. It's that I didn't intend to go for like a potentially like
The
higher
animations
probability
in
of
this
lethality
game.
area, but it just kind of happened.
The
Meant to kind of
animations.
dodge anywhere that might bleed excessively or cause her to choke on her own blood. You know, give her the better possible outcome of survival.
Could've just punched her.
I did that once, but the message kind of didn't sink in and we made up. But
Isn't that a good thing? Don't you want to make up?
this was like my idea of finality. Of there is no going back from me doing this.
This city is warped, you V.
Has it worked for me? Or is this just me all along?
Well, you know the answer to that, but I mean the V I knew a while ago. Wouldn't do that. Although, I mean, I'm a very different person than I was when I came into the city.
The only thing that has kept me from going after people in the past was twofold. Was my job and my reputation. And it was the concern over what the people I care about would think of me. I don't have one of those anymore. I don't have a government job and I don't give a fuck about my reputation.
Then the people you care about?
People I care about, well, they would hopefully understand that while they might not agree with the things that I've done or the things that I will do, that I'm not doing it without reason. Yes, I can fly off the handle sometimes in rage. Those times are few and far between. Unfortunately, those times have mostly been directed at Charlotte.
Okay, but
But just because I cut her out of my life doesn't mean I don't still care about her in some shape or form.
what?
It's not like I used to. It's enough that I reached out to her when I saw somebody was back in town. Someone who hurt her quite a bit a long time ago. Because I would hope that, in spite of
Can't have it both ways, V.
how things fell out between the two of us, that if certain people from my past came back around and she knew about it, that she might find some grace in her heart to tell me. Maybe she wouldn't.
Yeah, you did stab her. I mean,
But it's one of those weird areas, right?
yeah. I'm just. I really have a hard time wrapping my head around it, V. I don't want you to feel like I'm judging you, but I kind of am. I. I. I've seen so many people hurt in this city by violence, and here a friend is perpetuating that cycle of trying to get revenge and, hurting people. It hurts. It hurts me. I'm trying to turn off therapist mode right now. If I was in therapist mode, I would talk about how you just shouldn't lash out at people and, maybe step away next time you feel mad. Don't bring weapons when you know you're going to have a tense conversation.
I went into that conversation knowing I was going to stab her regardless of how it went.
Jesus Christ.
It was entirely premeditated.
Maybe I would say something about falling back on old comforts. Maybe it's not right of me to judge because in this city that's kind of what people do, but it does hurt when a friend hurts another friend and things change. People grow apart. The whole V and Charlotte thing really did hurt Joanna. I think I might have cut her really deeply with that comforts of the past thing. I think, oh god, she has been quiet ever since I said that.
I don't really really know what to say to that, if I'm being honest.
I don't know if there is anything to say. I'm just trying to sort through my own thoughts. Because I care about both of you. I don't want you to end up doing things that hurt you. Which I feel like you might be doing. You might be sabotaging or acting. I don't know, maybe I didn't know you as well as I thought I did. Maybe I just looked through rose-colored glasses.
It's not like I'm out here stabbing people every day, Joanna.
Yeah, I know. I only brought it up because it does just make me worry about you as well as Charlotte. About how things are going to move forward. Would you do something like that again? Would you end up in jail? Would you end up 5150'd?
I mean, I was fully prepared to accept the consequence of prison. No, I didn't do that expecting to get off scot-free. I expected something. Hell, I expected an interrogation, and it never happened. Never got a warrant.
Huh.
All I got was a phone subpoena.
But would you do it again?
Like, if I went back in time.
I guess. Or just in the future.
If I went back in time, yes. I would still hold true to my decision to do it. In the future? I don't know. I don't exactly make a habit out of planning to hurt people, Joanna. There are some people who, if I ever cross their paths, yes, without a doubt in my mind, I would do something to them.
I understand that. I guess what's tripping me up is that it's fucking Charlotte. Charlotte doesn't go around being a serial killer and stabbing people and being an awful person. She's Charlotte. She might mess up, she might be dumb, but
She
still
also lied
cares.
to my face.
Does that justify violence?
It was just another thing in a long line of things.
Did she ever physically hurt you or anyone you cared about?
Not physically, no. Emotionally, yes. But I'm not exactly the type to psychologically fuck with somebody. Because I know all too well what that's like. And I wouldn't wish it on the person I hate most in the world.
Hmm. But you would risk her dying. And don't say, oh, I was just going for a place
I
where.
knew it was a possibility.
We're okay with that. Do you know. Charlotte died. I would be devastated, V. Many people would be devastated.
I understand that.
You're okay with that?
It it's complicated. Also, I need to take this call just so fast.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Oh, this is a rough one. I didn't expect this to pivot into talking about the Charlotte stabbing. Oh, God. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, if it was anyone else, I don't actually know what Charlotte did to V. Maybe emotionally hurt some of her family? But Charlotte is dumb. Charlotte fucks up and hurts people and maybe acts impulsively, but she's not malicious. She doesn't go out of her way to hurt people like that. That's what trips Joanna up. Is that none of it is malicious or intending to hurt people. But yeah, if you want to hop into Mel's chat and ask, go get that meta. Fucking hell. Fuck, I should have said that malicious line. That makes sense. I, I, I was trying to place my words, figure out my words. They weren't coming. It's a good line, yeah. I was trying to figure out why it bugs Joanna so much. Maybe that's weird because I am Joanna, but like sometimes you just know your character would feel a certain way about something, but you don't know why because it's all a tangled up mess of emotions, but sometimes you gotta dig deep into your own character and figure out what the fuck is going on there. Hmm. Ah, the sounds of the ocean. Oh yeah, V used to fucking kill people.
Alright.
I'll tell
It
you
was
more
while
about
they
that
were in
later.
election stuff.
Hmm.
Because I texted him a bunch of stuff about, like, hey, did you
A
get
lot
the
of that
graph in
relates to
yet?
Casey.
Because I also wanted to look at his platform, too. Because
Hmm.
he's been wanting to talk to the club.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
They're in the middle of something really serious, and I...
Yeah, no. It gave me time to think, and I. Do you think Charlotte hurt you maliciously?
I don't think her intent was to hurt. I think she didn't think at all, and in her mind thought she was in the right. But the problem is, what she lied about made me think less of Kiki in the moment. When the reality of what happened was vastly different than what Charlotte had portrayed.
But it eventually got cleared up.
Eventually, I found out the truth, yes.
People have different perceptions of events. Sometimes eyewitness testimony isn't very reliable.
When I confronted Charlotte on it, she was like, well, yes, Kiki did say that, but was trying to justify why she did what she, like, why she was right. Why she was right to say that Kiki forced her to be around someone who hurt her, when the reality was Kiki gave her an out. And Charlotte's only defense was, but my car was broken. Okay, call someone, but no one I would call was around. Okay, walk away, but murder kitties. Okay, walk the other way. Go for a hike up the mountain. Go for a swim. You have options. You know? Call a taxi. But don't make it sound like Kiki forced you to be around someone you didn't want to be around. That was just like the breaking point for me.
Okay.
There's just also other things that just built up.
Yeah. I can't wrap my mind around why, if it wasn't malicious, if it was Charlotte being dumb and maybe a bit self-centered, I could understand hurting someone who is malicious. I've wanted to hurt people in the past who have hurt me. You know, they're intentionally, but people fuck up all the time. People make mistakes. It doesn't mean you go for a chance to maybe kill someone that a lot of your friend group knows and cares about. And I don't, I don't handle death well.
I know.
I mean, back when Logan died, it fucking broke me. I ended up going to a hospital over that. Had to repeat a year of college. It's bad. And
I think Logan dying messed with a lot of us.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Logan kept a lot of us together.
They were a voice of reason. A lot of the times when they were going through hell themselves. I remember before we all left the city, something had happened to them, and they weren't very forthcoming about it with me.
Oh.
one day I found them at the top of the radar tower at Zancudo. Frostbitten, freezing. And all these years later, all I can think about is how they always focused on taking care of other people, making sure they were okay.
They always put other people first. They helped me so much. I mean, remember when Kim T died and that really broke me up?
Yeah, I remember.
A few days after that, I went to visit his grave and started to hear things, and Logan was the only one I could think to call, and they dropped everything for me and gave me headphones and let me block it out, and and it's like they had their own demons, but they drop everything for someone else who mostly had a lot of the same demons. But they never wanted to really help themselves.
You know, I tried so hard in that last year to get them to move to Dublin. I had a room set up for them. I spent so much time after my landlord said I could paint the room, painting it yellow.
Oh.
I got all new bedding and they never took me up on it. But I kept that room even after they died. I never let anyone go in there. Because that was Logan's room. And when I moved out, even though they had never stayed there, it was still hard packing up that room. Because I felt like I had failed them as a friend. That maybe I could have pushed harder for them to come stay with me.
I think I felt a lot of the same way. Me and Logan had a deeper connection because, you know, we both understood each other on a deeper level.
Yeah.
I was one of the few people that could understand, really.
I don't think I've ever really talked to anybody about Logan. Not since the funeral.
Yeah. It was really tough. I just... sometimes I think about what could have been. But... in some ways, I haven't lost them. They've just joined the choir in my head. But, yeah, there's not a lot of people you can talk to about Logan anymore.
There's a saying about how you're never really dead till your memory's forgotten. so much as someone saying your name means that you're not forgotten. When I was younger, I used to walk through the old cemetery down the road from my house, and I would start with the oldest headstones. And I'd just walk up and down, saying the names of the people that were buried there.
Oh.
So that they'd know that they weren't forgotten, that all these years later, someone was saying their name. Someone was leaving a wildflower at their headstone.
That's the compassionate V that I see you as. One who cares so deeply.
It's the duality of a person.
Yeah.
I remember the quote now. It was Ernest Hemingway. Said, "Every man has two deaths. When he is buried in the ground, and the last time someone says his name."
Yeah.
It's why I go to the old SDSO cemetery, and I place a flower for every deputy who was buried there. I go up to Wesley's watch, and I leave one there. I don't go to Bass's grave because there's still a marker there. But Wesley and Harvey and Rose and Bobby and everyone else,
And
they don't have stones anymore.
what if it was Charlotte's grave there?
It's a complicated feeling, Joanna.
Yeah.
Not a good person. I might do good things. I might be a good friend, but I'm not a good person. There are always going to be things that I do and things that I've done that run counter to how people see me. That will hurt people that people I care about care about. Violence is never my first resort, it's always my last.
I
And I
highly
know
doubt
full
that.
well that it could have ended in Charlotte dying. But in my head, at that moment in time, I was willing to accept the consequences of that. I knew that the second I did it, I risked more than just her life. I risked a lot of the relationships in my life.
And she didn't care. That's what that tells Joanna. She didn't care if it would hurt other people. It was about herself. It was selfish. Old number, I'll say that. Okay.
It's not something I'm proud of. If I was proud of it, I would have been out there bragging on Twitter that I did it.
Mm.
Instead, I waited for 30 days for something to come of it. Breathed a sigh of relief when it didn't. I'm sorry. Huh? Elizabeth Doyle.
Really? You let yourself get distracted by that.
No. That name is very familiar.
There's a lot I could say, V, but I don't think I should.
Why not?
Because it would be mean. And I'm not in the business of hurting my friends. Unlike some people.
But you're feeling some kind of way.
Yeah.
Might as well get it out, Joanna.
I think you hurting Charlotte was very selfish. You knew that it would hurt other people, but you did it to make yourself feel better. You did it because she hurt you. You didn't care that it might harm others. You accepted those consequences because you wanted to make yourself feel better. Ugh. I should have stayed quiet.
No. No, it's better that you say it.
Oh, Lord.
It's better that you don't keep it in.
Yeah.
Because those feelings turn into resentment.
Yeah. I don't think I could
Guess
resent
the-
you after everything we've been through, though. No matter what.
That's gonna be my next question is where does that leave how you view our friendship? I know we haven't really been able to connect a lot lately because I'm usually very tied up in stuff.
V, you could go out there and become a serial killer and I'd still be your friend. You were there for me. No one else was. You practically saved my life. I owe you so much. And I know under all the bad things you've done, there's a good person. Even through all the bullshit. And that's the V I love.
Yeah. We should probably get out the rain.
Yeah. Fucking rain.
Terrible day for rain.
To get you back to your raiders.
Yeah.
Probably wondering where you've been. Oh.
I guess you're driving.
No, that's fine. Best. Yeah. That was a painful but very overdue conversation. I'll give you a bit more explanation once we end this scene, chat. There's a lot of backstory. Which kind of sucks when you've been playing a character for so long and there's so much history, and then new chatters come in. I tried to establish things there. Whew. I wasn't expecting that to happen. It just suddenly occurred to me that I never resolved the Charlotte stuff with V. If I do say so myself, I think I dropped some pretty banger lines there. Aww. I muted my mic a few times to be like, hell yeah, that was so good. Or laugh.
Sorry, there was a spider on my arm.
Damn spiders.
It startled me.
They're really scary.
Yeah, especially when they're on your arm while you're driving.
Yeah.
You still tickle.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh god.
Have you been having a lot of headaches lately? Because I have.
Yes.
Okay,
yes, I
thank
have.
God it's not just me. The idea of asking that IRL. your voices. Yeah, good. It ain't just me. You.
I'm gonna stop for gas and
Oh.
fill up your car for you.
Oh, thank you. I do get paid now, so don't have to worry about that, V.
Yeah, I can still fill up your gas tank for you.
Oh, okay. I don't actually make a lot of money, really. I think it's like Pixie said, like 800 or 1,000 per hour. And PD makes like 3,000.
Yeah, I don't understand why they make so much.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of people pull up like that. It's creepy.
I'm not gonna lie, I got very scared for a second.
Yeah, same. That
But it's just my bozos.
having 3 people all pull up at the same time is oh boy.
It's just my people.
I don't have the gasoline can anymore. I gave it to the mime.
Oh, no, it's not.
I hate how long cars take to fill up.
Market price
What,
is
someone
only
bought it?
4. It's being sold for 650. Jesus. No garage space is crazy.
Oh shoot!
75 feet.
When did you
Who the fuck-
send me that?
who the fuck
Oh
is
shit.
Should we do it? God,
Oh shit. I wonder if he's around. I didn't check my text this morning.
I really hope they ask.
I did leave the note on the ground for him to
Maybe these are
find.
just like a baby warehouse or something. Yeah.
Apparently I've worried Duke.
Why have you worried, Duke?
Because of all the stuff that happened last night. I think he realized I got rattled.
Well, it sounds like you gotta go have a chat with Duke now.
Yeah, I've got a lot of chats to have, V. I need a chat with Chatterbox at some point.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel bad about everything that happened there.
I mean, that's
Even if he
not-
threatened to kill me, but that's...
It's not really your fault, Joanna.
I know, but I said some things that I shouldn't have. I wasn't very considerate. And I feel like, you know, I take responsibility for when I fuck things up. Pixie might say it's me being too compassionate, but hey, that's me.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll talk to you later, V.
Alright. Bye, Joanna.
Bye.